I basically got to hang out with the trail guides around the fire. Nobody really spoke any English, so it was just me kind of laughing and hanging out with these Indonesians. They didn't really know much English. I didn't know Indonesian, so we were just kind of communicating however we could. Eventually they asked me if I want dinner, and I was like, yeah. And this guy walked up with a fish, smacked it on a stick, threw it in the fire, and we just ate fish off a stick for the night with a little bit of rice and some very, very spicy sauce. That was pretty crazy. At that point, that's where I just really kind of sat there and realized, holy crap, I'm in the middle of Asia eating fish on a stick. Nobody's speaking English. And luckily for me, I thought it was really cool. It is 1:20. It is game time. So the hostel is literally 100 meters down the road from the starting point. Got my gas mask in case the sulfur clouds come and get me. Feeling pretty tired, but I'm sure as soon as I start hiking that'll change, so let's get it. Gas mask. All right. So some people like me just take a guide and just book it up the mountain as fast as you can. Other people take these little taxis that these Indonesian trail guide, these Indonesian men, just literally pull up the mountain. So they sometimes carry people like 2 or 3 times their weight straight up a mountain. Like I was huffing and puffing just carrying myself and my camera. I can't imagine those guys carrying, you know, people twice their size up there, but that was pretty nuts. A little over halfway, taking a break.
It
is 2:30.
What?
2:30. Oh, how are we feeling? Tired. Straight uphill, but good. It's kind of cold, but really heating up with the hike. Yeah. Taxi. At this point, I'm having to go into the crater. The sulfur gas is starting to get in my face as I put on my gas mask. So there's not as much footage of me walking down because it's dark as shit, obviously, and I'm more focused on my footing. But you can kind of see the blue fire, but I did get some really good night photography with my camera. I'll show you that later. What's up? I feel alive right now. I feel electric. That was one of the coolest hikes I've done. I feel like I say that every time, but I mean the freaking volcano and the smoke and the blue fire was so sick. I didn't really get any good footage of the blue fire because of the sulfur smoke and the darkness, but just seeing it with my own 2 eyes was enough for me. It's pretty insane the work environments that the locals go through just to make a couple bucks an hour. I just gave my last little bit of change to one of the workers who gave me a cool little turtle sculpture.
Yeah, you can have my change.
Oh man, what an experience. It is 6:30 a.m. The sun is pretty much up. I have finished taking my pictures and videos. It's a little cold. It's probably like 50 degrees Fahrenheit, I would say, but the wind chill makes it pretty chilly. Honestly, it was beautiful. My camera did some really cool night photography. I got some really cool photos of the stars. It was really intense for a sec down at the bottom by the like sulfur vent, or like where all the smoke was coming out, because if the wind changed and it started coming at you, you just kind of had to sit there and take it. So at one point I was literally just like head down, like crying, trying just to like not die. It's pretty foggy today actually, so it's not as clear, but the view is still great. I mean, look how windy it is. Look how great this is. Yeah. Started this at 2 a.m. Took me about an hour and a half to get to the bottom. So from here, I got to take a bunch of cool time lapses and photos as I just kind of sat on the rim of the crater and enjoyed the views. The colors were amazing as the sun came up. Blue and purple and white and gray, just all thrown in together. Check it out. Pretty touristy up here, but if you go earlier in the mornings, you can beat the crowd and get some really cool shots, or not, you know, if you just want to enjoy it. I would definitely recommend a guide, but you could find a local guide here for pretty cheap. All right, I'm starting my hike down. It is 6:45, a little before 7. I'm a little cold. We'll see how long it takes to reach the bottom. Gonna go get some breakfast and a coffee.
I love all degree. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so this one was really cool. So I actually ran into a group of people from an English-speaking village in Java on the way down the mountain, and we just connected, talked about YouTube and hiking. One of the guys had his own YouTube channel, and I kind of told him what I was doing for this video. So he was into alt degree, so that was really cool to see. Alt degree being kind of worldwide.
Okay.
Hey!
Go, success for you. Good luck for you.
Okay, so that is my hike to Mount Ijen. That is my journey from Uluwatu in the south of Bali, all the way up to the northwestern tip, over to Java, up the mountain, back down, and back over to Bali. 9 out of 10 hike. It was great. I would highly recommend it. Okay, so obviously this trip was a lot of effort, but it's literally one of 2 places in the entire world where you can see this blue fire and this stuff happening. If you get the chance while you're in Indonesia, I would check out Java. The volcanoes and some of the hikes there are amazing, and there's plenty to do, more than just Ijen. But if you do go, make sure to tip your local guide. Make sure to support the locals because they work their butts off. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.